Hi guys. She did it. She did it. She had her CAT scan that I was so scared about. Look at her go. She is hungry. She hasn't eaten since yesterday because she couldn't because she had to be sedated. We're on my bed. It's getting trashed. I don't care. I'm just letting her eat. She just feels more comfortable in here, and she's away from the crazy bird room. She had her CAT scan, and Shiloh Veterinary Hospital was amazing. They came here and they did the CAT scan. They like pulled up right in front of the house because Victoria gets car sick and it was a major problem. Hello, we haven't been live forever. This just feels really good, especially now that Victoria survived. I was really scared. I've never seen a CAT scan done before. And I was just really freaking out. I filmed the whole thing. So now you all can watch it done. So you know what happens when a parrot has a CAT scan and it's not terribly scary for you. Connie! Connie! Oh my gosh. Okay. CB. Guys, I want to tell you something. So CB here, our friend, oh my gosh, you're going to have yours in 30 minutes? Okay, so I'm going to say a prayer for Pato. Okay, I won't do it then. All right. Anyways, we just love all of you, and we love CB, and we just appreciate CB. And Victoria loves you all. Victoria loves CB. But let me tell you, Shiloh Veterinary Hospital was amazing. Amazing. I've never seen a CAT scan done. I was really scared because they do have to put a tube down, and they have to first say gassed. They put a thing on Victoria's face and they gassed her down. And then when she's down there, you know, she's asleep, then they put this tube, the oxygen tube, down her throat. And I'm filming all this. Like, sometimes I just got to step out of my body and forget that I'm her mom, you know, because it is just, I have to really kind of like, you know, it's hard. But they were nice enough to let me film. And it's an opportunity for everybody to learn. You okay? And to see. And then she went to sleep. She was very peaceful. And then they put her in this big machine. It's just amazing. It looks like it's like a spaceship, right? And she goes in there, and so you'll see the footage of it all, and you'll just see how awesome they are. Like, wow, the talent of these veterinarians and vet techs. Like, I was just in awe by watching them doing their amazement. Like, I was nervous, but just seeing how controlled they were and how just how good they were before it, right? It was amazing. It's just so talented, so compassionate. Amazing. You'll understand when you see the video. It's just like I'm blown away, right? And then our Victoria Cockatoo, tiny little cockatoo in this big machine. She's really in. Look how good she's. You guys, it's just been an hour. Look how good she's doing. There was no trauma, nothing. They're awesome. If you live in the LA area or San Diego, they will come to you. This is the way to do it right here. And the machine, Dr. G wanted their CAT scan machine because it's just of the most high quality. It takes excellent pictures, and you'll see some of those pictures. They let me, God, they were so, I was looking at what they were seeing while she was getting her CAT scan. It's just incredible. It just, the whole body and like the face and the sinuses, you're going to be blown away. As long as I was really filming. Sometimes I think I'm filming, but I'm not. And it was just amazing. So she's doing great. She got a little bit woozy earlier, but it wasn't like bad. I think it was just because she hasn't eaten, and so now look at her. She's like in heaven with her peas, and her blueberries are her favorite. They're all over my bed. So Shiloh Veterinary Hospital, they're located in LA, so they had to really drive far. And they came far. They probably were driving like 3.5 hours, maybe 4, to get out here. And but you'll see in the video I'm gonna put up, I'll put a link, and I'll put a link down below for everybody. She's really waking up now. For everybody that oh, and she just pooped on me. We're wow. We have a poop. She's waking up. She's getting very alert. Hey, Grinder, how are you? Yay! I'm seeing everybody now. We haven't been live for so long. You just missed a poop all over my bed. Wow. The queen has poopeth. I'm so relieved. This CAT scan has been so stressful for me. Mostly because I've never seen it done. But had I've seen it done, then I probably wouldn't been as stressed out, but there's a lot to it. Like, they're just talented. They are just talented. Okay, okay, they are very good at being vets, right, in San Diego, and they're certified vet. Well, we've got Dr. G here, who's amazing. That's Victoria's veterinarian, avian veterinarian, and just incredible. You've had at least 20 yourself. I've had like one. Do you know what was really, what I didn't know? That, because Victoria was given contrast CB, at the end they flushed her, with, I think it's with saline solution, hydration, gave her 2 big things, and what it does is it flushes the contrast out of the kidneys, so it helps the kidneys. I don't remember having that done when I had my CT scan. I don't remember anybody flushing the contrast out of my body. I think my birds get better medical care than I do. Yes, thank you. So I saw a comment about, are they avian vets? So this is the thing. There are only so many avian vets in this country. I used to say, when you take your bird, make sure that they're avian vets. But you know what? There's avian veterinarians that don't see that many birds. But then you've got exotic veterinarians that might not be certified avian veterinarians, see a lot of birds and are super talented. See you later, CB. I am going to be thinking about you guys. I am so glad you're finally getting the CAT scan for your baby. I hope your baby feels better soon and you figure out what's going on. Good luck. We love you. She's going to do great. You're in good hands. So it looks like they're leaving my house and they're going to go straight to CB's house and give Pato her CAT scan that she desperately needs. So hopefully we'll have answers for CB's beautiful bird that, oh my goodness, that's also on a journey like Miss Victoria Cockatoo, a health journey. All right, Grenar, I've had only 1 or 2 CT scans. I was unconscious the second. See all that, the laser, the behind a thing, because there's like a little bit of, is it radiation? But not much come out of a CT scan, but you still have to go behind a thing. But then when it wasn't on, when they weren't taking photos, they let me go right up. And so you'll get to see Victoria in position. She's, I think it's intubated, the whole thing. And so you'll really get a visual of what it is and how it's properly done. So you will know what to ask if your bird ever has to have one. By seeing this, you're going to learn so much if your bird ever has to have one. Hopefully not. And it's incredible. I wish we could have watched our video before we had this done. I wish there would have been a video before we had this done, because I would have felt better. I would have felt better, but yeah. There's, look at her. Okay, so I don't know if I said, but she doesn't have cancer. Dr. Rosen did not see cancer, so I'm so stoked. They did see a lot of stuff going on in her right sinus. We don't know what it is, so it's going to get sent off to a radiologist. So we don't know what that's about yet. But that was a big reason why we had this, because she's been sneezing. Her sneezing hasn't been bad. I have blueberries all over my bed. I just washed these sheets. We're going to have to wash them again, and poop and everything, but that's okay. This is Victoria today while she recovers. Oh my goodness. So she had been sneezing. She's having to go into a little incubator every day, breathing treatments. I'm having to flush her sinuses, and she's doing much better. She's on anti-inflammatory, meloxicam, gabapentin for pain, because she gets cold laser therapy, which has just been amazing. She's had less pain in her little joints, but it's just, she's 50 years old. She was not treated well before I got her. So there's a lot of mystery on our Victoria Cockatoo. Also from her hysterectomy, Dr. Lattice, who is amazing, amazing, amazing veterinarian. He saved her life the first time. Saved her life a couple times, and then Dr. G saved her life. These vets are incredible. But anyways, he was only able to take half of her uterus out. He had to pull out. It was falling apart. It was just rotted in there. So this was the other mystery. How much did he get out? How much was he able to get out? And was the uterus that was left, we didn't know, so she did not have cancer. And so, bless you. So we'll learn more from these images. Yes, Victoria Cockatoo is 50. Isn't it shocking how incredible those legs look? It's like, have you ever seen a 50-year-old with like legs like that? Sorry, I don't have a good, I mean, she has incredible legs. Yeah, so I'm just kind of, wow, this was really upsetting me. But, and I haven't eaten anything. I didn't want to eat anything till she could eat or drink anything, really. Yeah. Yeah. She looks great for 50. You've done wonders for her, April. Well, you guys have helped me do wonders from being there. Grenard, I had to get a new humidifier because Quizal had a sinus infection. Sadly, oh, he passed away a few months ago. Oh no, unrelated to that. Oh, so sorry, Grenard. That's terrible. Oh, you're such a good parent, though. Yeah, it's hard, you guys. Parrots, you'll see in this CAT scan, they are so complicated. They're so way more complicated than we are. Just seeing her sinuses, it looks like a road map. Like, it's not like our sinuses just go straight back. It is just all these little circles, and how their head is. It is so complex to where if they were to get something stuck up there, I mean, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like one of those, what, a pinball machine where you like pull back and it goes these things. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's just, it's wild, wild. Anne Marie, please give her lots of kisses for me. On April 18th this year, I lost my Quaker buddy. Oh no. Of 7 wonderful years to kidney disease failure. Oh my goodness, but 27 years? That is amazing. And 27 wonderful years at that. Yeah, kidneys are, so sorry, but so happy. Buddy was so loved. Grenard, we have extra tubes and stuff in our sinus systems, but it's still not nearly as complex as birds. I know, right? Wyoming Adventures, hey. Hi, hello. Guess what? Victoria does not have cancer. If you haven't heard, she doesn't have cancer, but she does have a lot of things going on her right side of the sinuses. So we got to figure that out. But it's going to be sent to a radiologist and then to Dr. G, and then something tells me Dr. Spear at the bird hospital. up north will probably be seeing it too. So, um, yes, so sad about Buddy. We're so sorry. So hopefully, yes, so good she doesn't have cancer. So hopefully we're getting closer to what is happening, what's going on, and how Dr. G can help her. Boy, does she have amazing vets. They're so good. We're really blessed. Maybe she's allergic to her powder. Yeah, I don't know. You know, we give her, my mom and I, so many showers, and she's just naturally powdery. I don't know. And you know, with her flushes, like constantly giving her flushes, it's just like, what is causing it? You know, and then somebody else mentioned allergies. I don't know. Maybe this CAT scan will help, you know, you know, figure this mystery out that has been such a like a disaster for 6 months. Bye, Grenard. It was so good to see you. I'm so sorry about the passing of your baby. We've missed you. She is a sweet bird. She's so sweet. I don't know how I got this lucky, but I did. Hi. Oh, there's the Victoria, I know. Oh, she is waking. Oh. Hi, you see yourself? Well, I look scary, but you are perfection. You're so. Oh, she's waking up. We love you, Michelle. We love you. I had to flush Rocky's sinuses once when she had a sinus infection. I know, I hate doing it. I have made videos and on sinus flushing, but it's complicated, you guys. Not everybody, it's like you really have to be showed how to do it by a veterinarian. So evidently there were some people that saw the video that thought they could flush their bird's sinuses. So don't do that, you guys, because you know you got to tilt their head just right, and there's so much to it, even though it looks like there isn't. And if that water gets in the lungs, you don't want to kill your bird. So I show videos because I've been trained, and I want you guys to see, you know, things that you can ask your veterinarian, right? Right? Run it by them. And also after you're taught by your veterinarian, sometimes it helps to see it, watch it over and over to really concrete how to do it. But yeah, just don't start flushing your bird sinuses. But yeah, it's there's a lot to it, huh, Wyoming Adventures? A lot to it. So I'm so glad you were able to do that. And, Dr. G is given Victoria, it's a different saline with it's a different pH balance, so we're trying that. It's supposed to be good for inflammation. It was way expensive. But it's supposed to help. So we're hoping as we continue the flushing, it'll help with the inflammation in there. So it's just, you can't use just any kind of saline too. You just can't go to the store and just get saline. There's a lot to it, you know, and Wyoming Adventures said it too. You gotta be taught how to do it. So don't watch these videos and just do it on your birds. Because I do have another video coming out on giving Victoria's her daily life of medication, like what we do here. I think it's good for you guys to see what we do. It also helps people that parrots are complicated. It's just you just don't go get one and they live in a cage and the big expense is buying the bird in the cage. It really isn't. I want people to see that, you know, it's great when things are going great, but when they do get sick, and some do, I mean, it happens. There's a lot to it with medications and sinus flushes, right? Wyoming Adventures, and Wyoming Adventures said vet had to give as you see. So you just don't want to go and just buy it from the CVS or whatever. You need it from your veterinary needs to give you that solution. There's just a lot to it. So I wanted them to see like a full day of Victoria Cockatoo. I think you're gonna be blown away. There's a lot. It starts in the morning. Breathing treatment, medication, breakfast, and then she has her probiotics, and then she has something else for it's a natural thing for inflammation, and then she has more meds in the afternoon, sinus flush, like it's a whole routine. Lourdes, hi April, send hugs to good vibes for you and VC. Victoria, so much. How's Victoria and the rest of the flock doing? I've been in intensive care since April. I'm really out of it. No. Ow, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're so sad to hear this, and we hope you get better soon. Victoria just had her CAT scan, and she does not have cancer. So I'm so happy. I felt like I was at, I hate roller coasters, but I felt like I was on a roller coaster, and I had been taken to the top, and I was about to be dropped, finding out if she had cancer or not. You guys have been following us. You know I've been stressed for months about this. She doesn't have cancer. There is definitely something going on in her sinuses. So on the right sinus, it was so clear. You could see it. I think I filmed that. So you guys are going to see actual footage of the CAT scan of what she looks like, of the images. They're like in 3D. It's insane. Never seen anything like it. You'll see her whole skull. Like, it is amazing. It's impressive what they can do. And they brought it to our front door. Shiloh Veterinary Hospital. It's amazing. They're located in LA, and they can drive to you. So they go to LA and San Diego. And CB that was just on here, her Parrot they just left here to go to her. I think they got a big day today. I think they're going to go to her, and then I think they've got a farm they're going to go to, or a ranch. Like, they do amazing things. Okay. Thank you, Beck. We will have a wonderful day. I'm smiling now that she did well. Tracy, sweet Victoria, another victory for this sweet girl, yes, who absolutely appreciates all of her care so she can feel better. Yes. She knows. Hi, Ivan. I missed you. Hi, Ivan. She knows she's in good hands, and she knows there's so many people out there that love her. Lourdes. Oh, you're sending good vibes for you and Victoria. Thank you. The queen is beautiful. I will not argue with that. Wyoming. It's so hard when our birds don't feel well. Looking forward to watching the video. Yeah, I got to edit that video. I will say I'm having computer issues. So I had to get, they have her now, good vibes that they find something or nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay. CB, everybody, can you just take a moment, whether you pray or you send positive vibes, take a moment for CV's Pato, who is about to go under anesthesia with Shiloh Animal Hospital and get a CAT scan. She's been very sick. And at one of Victoria's appointments, Pato was there. I saw this beautiful little conure there. And then I found out who the mom was. I was like, oh, I know CB. So send out those positive vibes right now, because she's in with Shiloh and she's about to have her CT scan. And we just that they find what's going on, because CB has, she's a lot like me. She'll do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of things. So she loves her baby. Loves her baby. Okay. I'm having that moment. Thank you. Okay. So everything's going to be fine. Are you laughing at me while I'm praying for your parrot? I know. Okay. Michelle, I just watched a video of you on TikTok. We're not on TikTok. Is somebody posting her videos on TikTok? Hmm. I've been, I don't know about being on TikTok though. There are some of our videos that are on there. People put them up. That's fine. But I don't know. Should we be on TikTok? Should we not? I just worry about all the information they collect on TikTok. Sue just got here. Sounds like it all went well with Miss Victoria. Looking perky. Yes, Sue. So she doesn't have cancer. That was huge. And they did find stuff going on in the sinuses, the right sinuses. Sinus is just, it's really something going on in there. So they're going to send the results to a radiologist. Victoria did amazing. Shiloh's incredible. The veterinarians were amazing. There were 2 veterinarians in there and a vet tech. I mean, can you believe that? But it was so like, there were 3 people in there and 2 of them were veterinarians. And I was just like, is this an overkill? But it wasn't, because I mean, it takes their hands. They were so busy, all 3 of them working on Victoria. They, like, every movement had a purpose that they were doing in there. It was just, what a team. Dr. Adam was, doing anesthesia. Rosen was intubating. It was just like, oh my gosh. Mel, vet tech, she was just, gosh, I don't even know if she was a vet tech. She might be more than that. I don't know. They were all amazing. I was just in awe by all 3 of their talented people in there. It was just incredible. So you'll see, and then they're having to tape a lot of stuff, and then they have the breathing thing. It's breathing for Victoria, and you'll see her stomach going up and CAT scan machines going around, and then they have to make sure it doesn't get stuck. Breathing thing as the tubes are down Victoria. Like, it is just like, amazing. All very controlled. You could tell they've done this a lot. So, all right, I have a cockatiel right now. He's 2 months old. He is handicapped slightly, has no nails on one foot. Oh, well, it sounds like he's in good hands. I think it must be on Facebook. Oh, maybe. And you know what? A lot of these reels now, they look like TikToks, to be honest with you. They really do. Oh, I haven't brushed my hair. I hope, yes, I hope Pato gets good news too, or, just figure out what's going on so it can be fixed, right? So they can figure out what to do. Let's see. Yes. Yes, I was in there. They allowed me to film, which was really nice. At first I was just in the back because I didn't want to get in their way. It's like, I don't want to distract them. I just want them to focus fully on Victoria. And I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable, right? I don't know about you. I'm a hairdresser, and when I have somebody standing, like, I've been doing highlights on a teenager's hair before, and I've had the mom, like, hovering over me, and it is just like, it's like my mind is partly on the mom, like, looking at me like, oh, like, what are you doing? What? Oh, you could, yeah. Well, the good thing is, CB, you are right there, on the other side of, of this RV that they have your baby in, and you're right there. And I do believe these birds know when we are in the same building with our children that are getting CAT scans or whatever's going on. So yeah, and they will keep you updated, I'm sure. Oh, they're right there. Yeah. Yeah, I was in there. I had to stay behind they have a wall with, you'll see as I'm filming, because you'll see that I'm like behind something. And so when the machine is taking pictures, everybody's suited up. They cover their thyroid and they cover their body. And but yeah, there's not much. There's a little radiation. But yeah, so I've got the mom hovering over me, and it's just, asking questions, and it's like distracting me, you know, and I do these highlights, and I do very fine natural looks, you know, different things. But when I'm doing one where I have to stick with, like, you know, where I'm doing two different highlights and then a low light and then highlight low, I have a pattern. And then if somebody's like messing, like talking, it's like I can get off my pattern. And I was like, did I just put two low lights back to back? Is she gonna have like two, like, what did I just mess up, you know? So I didn't want to put that pressure on them filming, right? But they were just like, no, come in. Dr. Adam was like, no, get the camera. You can get right in there. You're fine. During certain points, you know, he was just like, you know, get a good picture of it so, you know, people can see. Like, they are very about educating the public. It was amazing. So I was right in there, you know, with her intubated and all. Was just like, whoa. But you know what? It's after seeing it, it's not as scary. It's good to see. Oh, you just watched me on Facebook, the live. Yeah. That's where she did one little vomit, because she was, isn't it amazing from the Facebook live that I did not that long ago to now, how much she's improved? She vomited because her stomach was empty. It wasn't, I don't think it was the anesthesia. So she's doing much better. Isn't that crazy? CB, your bird knows you are there. Yes, absolutely. Ivan, hi, Ivan. I really recommended joining TikTok. It's easier to get a bigger audience there, so you can give the great information that you give us and make people more aware. I know. I've had so many people tell me I should join TikTok. It's just I'm so busy. It's hard because I'm making bird toys too. Yes, she has greatly improved. But I am going to think about it, Ivan. I know, I need to get with the times, don't I? And there are a whole audience that we can reach to help birds. You're absolutely right. Victoria is a fighter. Yeah, she's a fighter. You see all these fighting comments. She's a fighter. She really is. She's amazing. This bird. Yay, Angel! Angel's here. Angel. Oh, darn, I forgot many things. Oh, did you get the toys? No. You know what? I can't thank you enough for what you've done for Victoria. I can't ever repay you for that, CB. Ever. Thank you so much. I tear up just thinking about what CB did for Victoria. I know CB doesn't want me to talk about it. Anyways, Louise, do you have to leave her there overnight, or can they take her home? They came here, but if you're talking about CB's Pato, she's having a CAT scan like Victoria, so they came here. They're at CB's front door right now doing the CAT scan, and then once your bird wakes up, you bring your bird into your house. You just walk your bird right into your house. Oh, you okay? Oh, I know. Yeah, Pato has had a lot of medical stuff done too, like Victoria. And it's just amazing how these birds still, after all this, still trust humans. But we have found some pretty awesome vets, though. I have to say, CB, that treat our birds really well. Because we've been very careful who our birds see. I was called a helicopter mom by one veterinarian. I'm like, what? Who, me? Who, me? I'm not a helicopter mom. It was out of love. Because I was like, I'm sure I was breathing so hard one day. I was like, some days I got to step back and let them do their thing is what I have to do. So I think sometimes it's good that I'm filming because it gives me something to do because I'm not like right there. Like, ah. I remember one time there was a veterinarian, I think it was Dr. Loudis. Um, no, it was a joke. I was laughing too because I was breathing so hard, literally over Victoria. Like she was like out, and I'm like, and her feathers are moving because I'm breathing so hard. And I was like, literally like a helicopter. You know, when a helicopter is over someone and the helicopter's going in their hair, you know, like I was literally doing that to Victoria. It was kind of funny. I was like, it was funny. And I realized I was an actual helicopter at that moment. Oh my gosh. Oh, we love our birds so much, don't we? Just wanted to say I have always wanted to have a cockatoo, but I had given up after reading my two, but then I stumbled across your videos and realized it's much more than that. You are both amazing. Oh, that's why I like making these videos. There's so much to it when you have a cockatoo or any parrot. But you know, these cockatoos, yes, love your parrots here. Hey, Tracy, she made it. No cancer. No cancer. But there is something going on with her sinuses, so. But you know what? She made it. Shiloh Veterinary Hospital was amazing. These vets are amazing. They're amazing like Dr. G. But so she's waking up. She's doing really well. What was I saying? I haven't eaten since yesterday. I just didn't want to eat anything till she ate. Oh, that's why we make these videos. So people can really see the behind the scenes of these birds and how they bite. I got a bite. You can get bit, you know, different. Jessie today, out of all the birds, my African gray this morning, I was really stressed out. And I actually was kind of dark. And I just put my hand, I got sloppy. I put my hand under him. I didn't ask him to step up. I startled him. So that was a startled bite. That wasn't a bite where I'm going to take you out. Jessie doesn't do those, but that was my fault. But, you know, there's just so many things to these birds. And like somebody that hasn't watched videos that doesn't understand that, you know, when you approach a bird, you have to ask them, not just put your hand under there because you're going to get bit. And they can take it personal, be like, oh my gosh, or they get scared of the birds or whatever. But, you know, you got to take, these are prey animals and you got to take it slow with them. They do get startled. You can have a parrot for years. And if they get startled or something, you can get bit. Or during hormone season, like if they don't want to step up and you force them, you can get bit. And that's like the number one reason and screaming why people have to rehome their parrots is because they're scared of them, or they have birds that are attacking them and they don't understand why, or they take it personal, or they feel they failed their bird. And that's, you know, that's why I make these videos so people can learn. And I love those comments. But yeah, that is also, makes me sad when I see comments where they feel that they failed their parrot. But, and it's just, honestly, you can be an expert at this and still things aren't 100% because they're wild animals. It's really hard to keep a wild animal happy and healthy in captivity. So we all have to remind ourselves they're wild animals, and we just have to educate ourselves the best we can and find a veterinarian that is good. I know it's hard. There's like places where that don't have veterinarians that are equipped to handle parrots. And so that's why I don't even say certified avian veterinarians anymore, because I think there's only like, I could be wrong, I think there's only like 27 in the country. So like, but yeah, if you're ever thinking about moving somewhere, always take into account, if you got a parrot or you're thinking about getting a parrot, that there is an exotic vet with experience within like 45 minutes from where you're going to be, because that's a big deal. There aren't that many. But it was so refreshing to see Shiloh with two of them in that van. I was just like, they were amazing. I was just like, whoa. So it was amazing. My bird vet is 50-50. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's hard. Sometimes that's the only choice you get, right? It's hard. We're blessed. For some reason, my birds hate the word step up. They bite when they hear it. Try offering treats before you do that. Something happened, and it's so hard when we have parrots because we're so big and our like, see how I'm moving my hands? That could terrify a bird. And you know, Victoria's blind in one eye. I'm sorry, I've been coloring blocks. Oh my gosh, for bird toys. Thank you for everybody that's ordered. Like right now I'm moving around. I'm not even aware of how much I'm moving around because I'm filming. But if I had a bird that was not as trusting as Victoria, or, you know, like a ringneck, they can be really, you know, a little skittish sometimes. I could be traumatizing them right now by doing this and then go, hey, step up. That would scare them. So try with a treat. They might be scared of your hands. Probably. Look at that. So I'm still talking with my hands. That would terrify. Oh, can you imagine I was doing that in front of the puff? Man, he would just take a finger off right now. Try treats. Try fun little toys that you can hand. Try different things. They might be scared of your hands. Try a step-up stick. Maybe put a little peanut butter. Have them step on the stick and get your hand a little closer and closer and closer to the end of that stick. But we're talking this could take months. Till your birds get used to your hands and realize, ooh, those hands bring me treats and goodies and good things. I have 2 birds that prefer to get on my finger from the back side of the perch. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. I'm glad you said that, CB. So, like Thomas, I'm so glad you said that. He, like, when I say step up, he won't step up like this. I have to step up like this. He has to step up like this. He won't step up like this. So, each bird has a different formula. And Puffy, my puff monster, aka Chucky, I don't know. He is just like, depending what size of the side of the perch he woke up on, because sometimes I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get bit no matter what I do. I'm gonna definitely, today's a step up stick day, or sometimes, you know, like he just changes, so it's body language for him. Super chat, Dreamercraft, thank you so much for the super chat. Look at that cute little, we got little trumpets blowing on the sticker. I haven't seen that one yet. I guess we get stickers now, which are so much fun. Thank you. Woo, thank you. Yeah, and Victoria Cockatoo, thanks you. Wyoming Adventure. My budgies are scared of anything long and skinny. Maybe a natural instinct of snakes. I know, right? I have a turtle here right now. And it's so weird. Even though it's not a snake, they just know. They just look at him like, reptile. Turtles are reptiles, right? I'm just babysitting. I know so much about birds, but anything else, dogs, cats, I just, oh my goodness. But I will rescue a dog, even though I'm extremely allergic and I start to go into anaphylactic shock, which would happen a few weeks ago. And I finally can go in my car again after $500 later. Had to get it detailed. I was closing up. My mom vacuumed. It was like 6 hours trying to get the fur out. 2 huskies that I found on the street. I was posting it on Instagram. Oh my gosh, it was hot. An hour later, I caught them both. They came so far. And but the whole time I'm like, oh my gosh. Like my heart goes into AFib when I'm around anything furry. I'm really allergic, you guys. And then I can get a blood clot. It's really serious. And but what was I gonna do? They were about to go on the freeway. So I had my EpiPen with me, so I was like, but my car was just ruined, and we thought it was gonna have to get like reupholstered, or I was gonna have to sell it. That's how bad, because I started closing up one day. I couldn't breathe because I thought it would be fine. It wasn't. So $500 later of major detailing, I can use my car again. But I am so glad those huskies are safe. It was worth it. I'll do it. Well, what I'll do next time, I'm gonna put some dog leashes in my car, And what I'll do next time is I can't put them in my car because literally I can die. I'll leash them and then I'll hold them outside my vehicle till animal control gets there. I think that's going to be the new plan. So I can't do the car thing anymore. Holy moly. I did find the owner. I drove them to VCA after I brought them to the house because they were so thirsty. And one was starting to convulse. They were dehydrated. So they were out there all day. Huskies. They were all really skinny. I don't know. Something was not right. Anyways, but I don't know dogs. I don't know anything about dogs. I don't know what their weight is supposed to look like. So I don't know. Anyways, we gave them what we had, scrambled them up some eggs. Like, we don't have dog food, but they needed food. And water, and cooled them off. My mom was out there. We were getting them cool with the hose, just trying to get their body temperature down. Like, they were struggling. And then I drove them to the vet and then scanned them. And the microchip company, the first number they called, the woman said, "I don't want to talk to you," and just hung up. So I was like, oh no, they've been dumped. And then they called another number, and then that person called me from her job. And then I said, "I'll drive them to your house." I wanted to see where these dogs lived. If every time I rescue an animal, I want to see where they live, just to see, to make sure that this is in fact the owner. It was the owner. So I dropped them off, and that was that. So hopefully they're going to be taken care of. You know, it won't happen again because they came really far. I don't know how they didn't get hit by a car. I don't know how they stayed together. They were so sweet. If I could have dogs, I would have loved those dogs. They were something special. And I was getting that feeling in my heart like I did do with Victoria Cockatoo. I could tell they were really special. All animals are special, but some of them you just go. Even that they were starving, they took the food out of her hands so gently, like Victoria does. I was just like, oh my goodness, so sweet. Or Seattle is 3 hours from me, but I did go 3 for a bird test. Wait, what's going on? California has the best veterinarians around. It took 3 different veterinarians to find a good veterinarian in New York. Yeah, it's hard. Texas has out in Fort Worth, the Grapevine area, they have a really good veterinarian hospital. Texas does. Florida has some of them. I'm still researching Florida veterinarians. I know Tennessee, I believe Tennessee has a veterinarian school out there. I could be wrong, but I think they do. Yeah, it's tough finding good veterinarians. Arizona has some good veterinarians as well. Dr. Lamb, Dr. Driggers out in Phoenix area. But it's tough. Up north, Oakland area, San Francisco area, you got the bird hospital, Dr. Spear, who Dr. G learned from, and she is amazing if you guys watched her in the videos. And so that was her mentor. Wow. And now I can't wait to see Dr. G mentor new vets and create some more vets. Like, she wants to do that so bad. Can you imagine? Be dynamite, and then send them out to, different states. It'd be so cool. These vets are awesome. CB, I always carry leashes and canned food, water. Glad they're safe. I need to put some canned food in there too. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I need to get 2 dog leashes. That will save so much trouble. Oh my gosh. I have a Hans Macaw, and I'm thinking of adding a Quaker to the flock. Any experience? I don't. Well, I've rescued Quakers, and I've smuggled them across the California border. They're illegal here. Get them to safety because they will euthanize them here. So it's ridiculous. But so I have just hiding them in my vehicle. I probably shouldn't be saying this, and taking them through the desert. But and then taking them to a safe place, the meet up, dropping them off in what is that place in Arizona right when you cross the border? I've met the Oasis there. And I've met the Oasis there because they have a Quaker aviary that's amazing where Quakers live. So I think I've done 2 Quakers. Did I do one with Ginger's Parrot? Was that a Senegal? There's been so many birds. I've gone over that border a couple times, but remember that one particular time I was scared. I did have the Quaker, I shouldn't be saying this, in my trunk. Not the whole time, but going through the border. Because they had a check, and if you do get caught, they will confiscate the bird. But I was taking the bird where it belonged, and I was doing it for, it was animal control. That they've changed hands here, but they called me up and said, we've got a conure, but they knew. And I was so glad they did that. And so I went over there, and it was labeled conure. We all knew it wasn't a conure. Because if it was a Quaker, it would have been euthanized. And then so I said, oh, and then the person there said, so this bird's going to be out of state, right? You're going to be delivering it out of state. You got a plan? And I said, yes. And I said, I'll have the bird out of here in 24 hours. And so I went over that border. My dad went with me, and he didn't know Quakers were illegal. He was so like, oh, like, oh my gosh, April, I can't believe we're doing this. The car can get confiscated, or, it was just one of those. This was years ago. Very exciting. But yeah, as soon as we got over, then I got the bird out of the trunk, and I was like, woo, we made it. But I remember trying to act normal as we're going over the border through the check. I was just like eating carrots. I didn't know what else to do. I was trying to stay busy. My dad's just like, say, act normal, because I was just shoving little tiny carrots in my mouth, freaking out like, oh, we're bringing a bird over the border, like from California, which you'd think they'd be fine with, but you just can't take a risk. It just depends who you get stopped by. You can get an officer that's understanding, that'll be like, okay, they can call the Oasis and confirm it, like, whatever. But being that this bird's in California at that moment, it's illegal to have them, like, but you can clearly see I'm taking the bird out of the illegal area, putting them in an area where they can be. So it was just nerve-wracking. Dear beautiful beloved Miss Victoria has so many prayers and wishes and sent her way. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you. Thanks. I realize some states consider them invasive species. I know. Why I didn't know about that, Quaker? Because I kept that so quiet. There was someone in charge of animal control, someone different at that time, and I didn't want her to lose her job. Because I told her I wouldn't film it, and I'd be very quiet about it. I do underground rescues sometimes, you guys, that you don't know about. When there's a bird that may be coming out of a bad situation, like a rescue of some kind where you don't want to make it public. Sometimes I can't make everything public when I'm doing these rescues, or I'm working with certain organizations where they don't want it to be public. And I don't want to, break the trust. It's been years since that happened, and there's different people running and different organization running animal control now. So it's fine. I think it's probably fine after a few years to share something like that. But yeah, so I definitely don't share all the rescues that happen. I can't. Sometimes you got to keep them a secret to keep them safe, right? Yeah. Yes, that's understandable. I only take my birds to avian certified vets or vets that have years of experience, of course. Yeah, you only want to take your birds to vets that see birds. Yeah, it's scary. When I was in Florida helping my dad, I was just looking around, right? So you do see some vets that say they see birds, and you go in there, and you just see dogs and cats on their website, right? And dogs and cats in there. And then you start asking questions. They don't have a clue what you're talking about. And you're just like, oh, okay. Like I was asking them, you know, because I was in a certain area and I was like, well, maybe there's people out here that watch Parrot Playhouse would need a veterinarian in that area that I was. So I always like to check things out. I don't want to refer anybody somewhere that I've really never been. And so I was talking to a veterinarian who was very nice to take the time, but I was asking him about DeLorean implants and how he does it, and he was confused. Oh, hold on. You need some water? Just tangled up in my hair. Okay, hold on. Let me get you some water. Hold on, guys. I need to get her some water. This selfie stick. Hold on. I'll be right back. I have like this little water thing right here, so I gotta get her some water. Be right back. I know. I'm coming. Mama's coming. Oh, sorry. I got a cockatoo under my legs. Okay, here you go. She had a tube down her throat, so she might be a little sore to drinking. Take it slow. Okay, swallow that. You swallow that, and I'll give you another sip in just a sec. You got all that? Want a little more? You okay? Oh, give me a little scare. It's like, uh-oh. The queen is really sneezing. You want some more water, baby? Yeah, okay. The queen had some water. I was like, whoa, some serious sneezing, huh? It scared me. Like, uh-oh, here I am just talking about, I don't even remember. Do you want the apple? There we go. I'm just gonna, oh, that's it? Okay. I'm just gonna baby her today. I took the day off. I called all my clients when I found out that they were coming out. And I moved them, so they were nice enough. A lot of them have been with me for a long time, so they've been through the bird thing. Are you okay? Now, she might vomit, you guys, so don't get scared if she does. All right, because she's getting some food in her little bits. You okay? All right. But if she does start, I will probably shut this thing off pretty quick, because then I need to pay attention to her. Okay. Do you make small bird toys for smaller birds? I do. So we have small bird toys at parrotplayhouse.com. I have color on my nails from coloring. I'm going to put a camera, and actually Grandma will come up and watch her because we can't leave her alone. Why I'm making bird toys today. I have orders that I need to fill, which I'm so excited about. Because that helps me pay for her and my other birds, and she's gonna have her implant, which is kind of I'm nervous about because it's so fast on Tuesday. So she has to be sedated with twilight, not anesthesia. That's a lot, huh, Victoria, for you? But it's necessary. She really needs her implant. Angel. I was looking into pet insurance for birds, but the one I found says they don't cover routine veterinary visits. Yeah, I haven't really looked. I probably should have, but I just figure for her, she's 50, right? I just don't see them. And hysterectomy, like, a pet insurance would be like, no way are we going to cover her. She's always, we're at the vet like every week. So, for different things. Yeah. For different things that make you feel better. But yeah, I mean, if I just had like a couple birds, I would probably like consider it, but I've got so many, I wouldn't even know where to begin. I'm glad she is doing good. Oh, I just want to say that my kayaks absolutely love the toys you made. Oh, awesome, Nicole. Yay. I love hearing that. I put so much love into those toys. I love making them, and it's just so cool knowing that birds are going to be playing with them and it's going to make them happy. So, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Love, love, love making those toys. I would have never thought I would become a bird toy maker. My life is full of all kinds of fun things, you guys. I get to film for YouTube, make incredible friends, relationships, family, bird community family. That's so cool, right? Cover all kinds of fun stories. Some very serious stories. I got a very serious video I'm going to be making soon. It's about a parrot, another parrot. And then I'm a hairdresser. And then I make bird toys. I mean, is that just crazy? And I've got like 8 parrots. That's pretty fun, right? Oh, they hang upside down on them and vibrate wildly. Oh my gosh. Sounds like you got some Chuckies yourself. Like I got a Chucky. That's awesome. Alfred, they won't cover my Amazon who is 51. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, I'm thinking that's amazing. You got a 51-year-old Amazon, first of all. Wow. Good job. Amazons, it's hard with them. A lot of them are couch potatoes, so they can get that a lot of heart issues or fatty liver. I mean, you don't hear of too many living to be 50. Although, you know, with education and diet and stuff, we're going to be seeing more and more, but that's fantastic. Yeah, I just figure with Victoria, there's not even a chance they would cover her health. Let me get health insurance. Because if I could, I'd do it in a second. He is great. He runs all over the house. Oh, I love that. He sounds loved and spoiled. Your oldest has Chucky side? Don't you just love that? Yeah. It takes special people to have a kayak, I have to say. Yeah, you know, kayaks are really hyper, most of them. And you would think that putting a kayak in a very active, hyper home would be a good place, but it's like with the Chuck Man or Chuck Monster, he has like 20 names. Chucky, Puffy, Puff Man. It's like he does best in a calm situation, and so does Mally, my black-headed. Because if things are crazy and wild, they just like, whoosh, it's like times 10. It's insane. So yeah. I have been seeing you on FB or YouTube. I haven't. Have you been posting? I have. You know what you can do is go to Parrot Playhouse on Facebook and like it and follow it on Facebook. Because I think with that, you'll get alerts. And then here on YouTube, hit the notification bell. And I'm pretty sure you're subscribed. Yes, Louise, right? You're subscribed. But hit the notification bell so you see notifications when we upload. And I was kind of, I think they were hiding some of my posts because I was talking about um, the Lacey Act. They don't like when I talk about that. And I was also talking about the trees that were getting cut down and the politicians that are doing it. I won't go into it because then this video will get hidden. But because I was making videos like that, they punished me by kind of hiding my post, and my videos weren't getting as many views. Like, they don't let it go out into the algorithm because they don't like it when you do that. But I feel it's information that everybody needed to know about baby birds being in trees, and certain people think it's okay to cut them down during nesting season. It's just wild what's happening here in San Diego. Blows my mind. Blows my mind. Parrots in these trees. So I think that also caused a lot of problems. YouTube, Facebook did not like that. And neither did Instagram, although on my stories, I could get a few things out with this recent update on the Lacey Act amendment, how it was not in, I better be careful. I'm going to spell it CHIPS dash or space ACT. I don't want to say that because they will pick that up. That just went through. They pulled it out of that, so it wasn't in there, but it's still active. And any time they can put it in another BILL and put it through, and VOTE on it. So we got to watch that because it's a very dangerous BILL, and it takes away our RIGHTS as bird guardians of our parrots, and it makes it to where if we want to cross over the border, the state, move to a different state, a lot of our military families that have to move, we wouldn't be able to take our exotics. It's the wording is very dangerous, and it gives them a lot of room to do what they're doing to Quakers right now, to parrots if they're put on the blacklist. So that's the thing. So yeah, but hopefully you guys can follow with what I just said, because I got to be careful because I am getting punished for some of the stuff I post on that. All of it I post on that. And then it affects my other videos. It's terrible. Terrible. It's impossible to talk about something without someone, well, I don't even, it's not even people watching it. It's the, you know, the platform. And people, I mean, there was some stuff, people that don't understand what that BILL was about. Because, you know, I had attorneys telling me all about it. And I'm lucky to have attorneys tell me all about it. Like, if you don't understand it, there's a few words in there that made it very dangerous. And with certain words, if you put within the first two sentences of a BILL, it can make it to where they can rewrite as you have someone else come into OFFICE. They can rewrite all of it down however they want to change it. So it can be super dangerous. And the way that particular one was written, it left a lot of gray, dangerous areas in it. And it is still active. It is still floating around. And a certain person that started the BILL this was two people that started it. They can all of a sudden slip it into another thing that has a gazillion different things that they're trying to get through, and it can be sandwiched in the middle and nobody will even know. And boom, all of a sudden you're going to a different state, and they say, oh, you can't take your bird with you. We're confiscating it. And by the way, we're going to write you a $10,000 ticket, and you can spend up to a year in jail. So that's what that was about. So, and you don't even know when it's going to go through. So it's really serious. So yeah, it was crazy. But I'll get off of that because I get really ticked about it. But I'm not gonna let it go. We're not gonna let that go, are we, Victoria? No, we're gonna watch it real carefully. So Bonnie and Pato or CB and Pato are doing okay. We're thinking about you guys. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been following Victoria Cockatoo. We love you guys. And oh, Nicole, I wish I knew how old my oldest Kaik is. He did not come from a great breeder, and I love him so much. We cuddle every night. Well, I'm so glad you have him. He's a cuddly one, huh? Lucky you. Lucky you. I can't even imagine trying to like do this to the puff, man. He would eat me alive. No, he has this really sweet moment where he just like talks to me in his little it's really cute. I love it. But then he has his Chuck Man moments, which I love too. And I'm always like making a bigger thing out of it than what it is, because it's kind of a game that we have going. I don't recommend it because it can encourage the behavior, but he knows I'm playing with him, and it's just so funny. We think he was a bred bird. Oh, yeah, it happens. Praying for vindication, protection, favor, prosperity, and healing. Yes, I love that. Kisses to your beautiful flock. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I am going to continue taking good care of Victoria Cockatoo. The channel, well, I wasn't uploading for a while, and I kind of went dormant after those videos I talked about went up. I was like, I need to like let it reset. So it's, you know what? It's doing great. And it's about, I just think the people, all the amazing bird people, and some aren't bird people that follow us, that follow Victoria's journey. I like to call you guys family. It is just amazing. You know, there's channels that get tons of views, and I wouldn't trade this for the world, because we have real friends here, and we've built real relationships here, and it is like, I can't even tell you how much I love and appreciate you guys. So it's awesome. Yeah, it's good. It's all good, and Victoria doesn't have cancer, so that's even better. All right, we're gonna get going. Thank you for the super chat. We love you guys. Bye. What are we gonna feed you now? You want some more food? Yeah? You want some more food? Oh, you don't do that. Oh, no. Okay. No more cuddling right now. I gotta abandon the cuddling. She's getting nasty. Oh, no. No. Seriously? Well, I think somebody's completely woken up now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to put down the cockatoo.